I'm gonna be just honest with you guys. If Konami could just ban that entire BS of a dinosaur deck, I feel your pain. This is another locals deck profile review talking about my experiences with the format. And yeah, this is just going to be some rambling. So if you don't want to waste your time watching this, these are just the personal qualms of the blue shirt guy. Let's dig on into the show. Alright, so first up, somebody at our locals acquired these from one of their other remote duel locals. So I figured that let me pick these up. These are really cool. Yeah, now this is probably the coolest one. It's limited to one, so. Alright. So, how'd locals go? Well, I'm glad that you asked. I freaking hate dinosaurs. Alright? I wish I could not be PG-13 friendly in this video and just go through every F word that I actually can to just tell you how much I hate this deck. Alright? So, hi. We're on like, I think we missed 2 weeks of locals. So, locals has been up for what, 5-6 weeks now here? Okay, well, I live in the middle of, Bumble, so not like it matters. But, what are you playing, Robbie? Eldritch Invoked. Now, one of our locals just concluded Eldritch Synchro ran through there and did its thing. Well, you're probably still asking yourself, oh, Robbie, why aren't you playing Eldritch Synchro? Alright? I don't have the time to learn the extra 6 steps to make a Borreload Savage Dragon, nor do I want to spend the money to acquire a Borreload Savage Dragon. See, 500 IQ plays. You play what you have without wanting to spend more money. I mean, maybe when it gets reprinted, but I'm already on the, I don't want to do this type thing. So we're still playing Andre's list from the PPG like 5 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. Alright, so in terms of your deck profile, it's all still the same. There's a couple changes I do want to make, though. So, let's talk about my matchups. Round 1 at locals, I get to play against dinosaurs. Oh my god, Ultimate Conductor, you're such a good fair card. Yeah, I know this is the Eldritch player complaining about fair. 3,500 is a pinnacle to deal with. Let me tell you, you should be able to drop your Ultimate Conductor, and then, try to crash your Eldritch into it. Well, you have to not brick. Literally, my Chronicles of this weekend should be called, or last week, should be called the, Can Robbie Not Brick Chronicles, because that's literally how it went, alright? We literally bricked on Oracle Palladium Mana 3 games in a row against dinosaurs. We saw it. Oh yeah, by the way, it's not just any Oracle Mana Palladium, because the frickin' Magician Souls is always there in the hand. We power shuffled, George. Oh yes, we did. We made sure that we wouldn't see the Oracle Palladium Mana. But you know what? Sure enough, we did. Alright? So that was great. So game 1, we opened up, I think it was like Double Invocation, Ash Blossom, Palladium, and something else unplayable. And like, you're going first. You're like, alright, cool. So, pass. I Ash, he has to call bye. We're going to game 2. Game 2 was not a good brick. I literally think I opened up about a little bit better than game 1, but I had the Nibiru. Nibiru is such a fair card, by the way. I just want to point out that this is fair. I made an 8,000, maybe it was 81, 82, 88 token, gave it to my opponent. Then I had to put my Eldritch in defense mode because couldn't run it over. Had to wait a whole turn to get a Conquistador to set up to out the token, because sometimes that's an issue. Then game 3, well, we're 5 minutes before time, and the dinosaur player says, you're going first. And then she's back. She's in my hand. She's like, hey, how you doing, youngster? I'm like, oh, great, you're back again. Yeah, so we opened up god-awful. And then, we just lose to dinosaurs in time. Because, that's how that deck works. So, it's either really good or really bad, and it's really good. Round 2, we played against water. Molten Glacia on the Eldritch Spells and Traps are hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Anytime that interaction comes up, you're probably winning. I'm not going to lie to you. That was a pretty free matchup. Round 3 was against Spiral. And you guys saw the deck profile on that. He beat me game 1 because I opened up double Invocation, double Ash, and Oracle Palladium Mana. look at her. She's European print too. Maybe that's why she comes to my hand. I'm literally about to cut Palladium Oracle, and I'm about to play an Apprentice. Like, at this stage in time, that's what I'm about to yeet her so far out of existence. It's not even funny. And then game 1 I lost. Game 2, he goes Drones, Machine Dupe, Magician Souls, and then brings out the Quick Fix. And then I Nibiru'd him for like, what was it, 600 or so. That token was the strongest token I've ever actually seen in my life. So imagine getting shredded by a cosmic pebble. Just boop, straight down on the ground. Round 4, I played against Dragon FTK. Yeah, right, we just, even 4 days after we got the list, here we are at Locals, the Dragon FTK deck. Game 1, I opened up Ghost Ogre, Ash Blossom, Phantasme. Luckily, he didn't know what he was doing. We stunned it. Game 2, he just misplayed. He couldn't figure out where he misplayed. But we ended up getting the win out of that because he just purely messed up the OTK. And that's the thing, like, people use Locals as testing grounds for these cool ideas and things like that. So I do think that that's very important to understand that, yes, while we did play against the FTK, unfortunately, because of it, he wasn't probably the most well-versed in that. Probably should have lost that. Ended up going 3-1, but think about that. Alright? Think about how bad that actually is on paper. I am not happy with Oracle Palladium Mana. I think that card is trash. I'm also not too happy with Ghost Ogre. I also baited, this is a sub-note back to the Spiral player here. He saw me go into the Needle Fiber because I wanted to bring out a Ghost Ogre and try to climb. It wasn't good. We were going to go into the Effect Veiler to climb into the Selene. But he saw it, he boarded in the token collectors, and then he actually saw later on that I'm the invoked version. He's like, oh, that's a bad side call. So that's something important too, because the both decks are, of the extremities. Giving away the fact that you're going in a Needle Fiber isn't necessarily a bad thing. Definitely cutting Omega and Link Cross. I've played this deck for 3 or 4 weeks now, and every time I see the Link Cross in here, I am just literally like, there's no point to this. Access code, okay, let's have a talk about this card. Alright, being able to go Needle Fiber into Selene, into removing the counters, bringing back your Spellcaster, and then making Access Code Talker to go Burr, that's good. There is no Juggernaut, Libby, and Gustav in here. I'm about to put them back in. It's coming up now that I need the Gustav. Yeah, honestly, like, the Omega and the Link Cross are cool for shenanigans, for synchro plays. No, man. We're going back to we're going to put in the cool Juggernaut, and we're going to do some stuff, because Libby's been coming up in some matchups, and I'm not a huge fan of not having it. Outside of that, I mean, honestly, besides Oracle Palladium Mana being a brick, and my absurd hate for dinosaurs intensifying, I think that the deck has been doing all right so far. I'm definitely enjoying Invoked Eldritch. It's definitely good. That completes my rant. Thanks for watching. If you guys got a second, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Show some love down below for the Blue Shirt Gang. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, duelist. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.